Hi, everybody. My name is Burton, and I'm with the Emerald Bay Outdoor Academy. We are a youth science program on Catalina Island. And today we are going to learn the story of the Catalina Island Fox and learn how to make an origami fox out of paper. All right, let's go to the next slide and learn where is Catalina Island. So it's 26 miles off the coast of Southern California. And as you can see in the picture, that is Catalina Island compared to the Los Angeles area. It's one of 8 islands that makes up the Channel Islands, and it's 22 miles long and 8 miles wide at its widest part. Let's go to the next slide. So Emerald Bay is known for our beautiful blue-green waters, which you can see out there in the picture of the bay. And on a visit to Emerald Bay, you might find yourself snorkeling through a kelp forest, or meeting a sea cucumber or a bat star in the touch tanks, or kayaking through the bay to see the brown pelicans in the cliffs above the ocean. All right, next slide. So one of our favorite critters that you might find on Catalina Island is the fox. So today we're going to share the story of the amazing Catalina Island fox and then teach you how to make one using only paper. So the scientific name of the fox is Urocyon littoralis catalinae. And these foxes are found on Catalina Island and nowhere else in the world. So the word for that is endemic, when something is found naturally in one specific place and nowhere else. So they're actually smaller than the foxes you might see on the mainland because over time they've adapted to their life on the island where there's less food. And these foxes almost went extinct. So let's go to the next slide and learn about their story. So in 1999, there was a virus that swept through the fox population, and the virus was called canine distemper. And it's a virus that affects various types of dogs, of which foxes are canines. So their population before the virus hit was over 1,300, but then in less than a year, their population crashed to less than 100. So from 1,300 to 100 in less than a year because of the canine distemper virus. So let's go to the next slide and see what the scientists did in order to help save the Catalina Island fox. So they used 3 methods and acted very quickly in order to save the island fox and bring them back. So the first thing that they did was to develop a vaccine against canine distemper so they could vaccinate the healthy populations that had still survived. The second method that they used was they started a captive breeding program. So they took healthy foxes and had them start fox families in protected pens where there were over 30 pups that were born in captivity and then released out into the wild. And then the third method that scientists used to help bring back their population was called translocation, or bringing foxes from one part of the island to another, because one part of the island was hit way worse with the disease than the other part. So they took some foxes from the part of the island that was hit less and brought them over to help balance and replenish the population. So let's go to the next one. And today, there are even more foxes alive than there were before the virus hit. We're happy to report that the foxes are healthy again and their population is growing. So it's over 2,000 foxes now living on Catalina Island. So today, we're going to show the foxes some love and we're going to learn how to make one using only paper with our origami project. So the next slide will have the materials. All that you need is a piece of paper. You can use any color that you want. We're going to have another window on the screen that's going to show only the hands on how to make it. I'm using blue just so it's easier for you to see, but even notebook paper will work. You will need scissors if you have them. If you don't have them, that's okay, because you can still tear off a part of your paper without using scissors. And then lastly, you're going to need a marker if you want to make a little fox face and some details for the eyes, the nose, and the ears, or however else you would like to decorate your fox. All right, so we'll give you a couple seconds just to get those materials ready. All righty, let's get started. So step 1, we need to take our paper that is probably a rectangle shape if you're using a regular piece of notebook paper or computer paper, and we need to make it into a square. So the way that we're going to do that is to take our top corner and we're going to fold it down to the bottom edge. And again, you'll see it all on the second screen. So your paper should look like this after you make the fold. So this side part, this flap, this part you're actually going to cut off because we don't need it. And that is going to be just something you can discard, because once we cut it off, then we're going to have our square. If you don't have scissors, though, what you can do is you can fold it over like this, fold it over right along the edge, and fold it backwards and fold it back and forth a couple of times to make that paper easier to tear. And then you can just basically tear that strip right off. But I'm going to cut mine. All right, so go ahead and cut that side off. And then you have your square. So we'll give you a moment to get that part done. So now, if your paper was already a square, you're going to need to fold it diagonally and then unfold it so that yours has the crease down the middle like ours. So that's the next step if you started with a square piece of paper. And then after that, you're going to fold it in half the other way, diagonally, making it into another triangle. And now you're going to have that original crease down the middle from the first time that you folded it, and you're going to have a large triangle. We'll give you a moment to get that part done. Alrighty, the next step, we are going to take our bottom corners of our triangle down here, and we're actually going to fold them up to this top corner. So you're going to take these corners and fold them up, and go ahead and make a crease so that they will stay in place. So now it should look like this. Kind of a square or a diamond, depending on how you're holding it. So again, take those bottom corners of your triangle and fold them up to the top. All right, and we'll give you a minute to get caught up on that step. Okay, so the next step is going to be not too tricky, but just have to make sure you're folding it in the correct direction. So you need to fold your paper in half again, but fold it backwards along that crease that was down the middle of your square between those two flaps. So fold it backwards. Go ahead and crease it down the middle, and then you have another small triangle. So take that square that you had and fold it backwards, and it's going to give you another triangle. All right, so once you complete that step, you're going to notice that on one side of your triangle, you have only like 2 flaps, and then on the other side, you have like a bunch of flaps of paper. So that's the side that you need to take note of for our next fold, because that's the part where you're going to do this next step. And I'm going to actually draw a line on mine so you can see where you need to fold it to get this step correct. So on that side with all those flaps of paper sticking out, you're going to make a fold that's kind of along this along the line that I drew with this marker. So you're going to fold it right there, fold it over, and then you're going to notice that it sticks out up over the edge, which is what it should look like. So on that edge that has all those flaps sticking out, go ahead and fold it from all the way down to that bottom corner, fold it up, and you'll notice that it sticks up over the edge. So I'll hold mine up so you can see it, and you can see it on the other screen as well, what it should look like. All right, so now you'll notice on that fold that you just made, again, there's all those flaps of paper we had mentioned a minute ago. These are actually going to become the face and the ears. So what you want to do is you'll notice there's 1, 2, 3 kind of corners there. Those 2 are going to become the ears, and the middle one is going to be the face. So you want to actually pull that apart in the middle and separate it. And you'll see the face start to come down. So when it starts to come down, just press it into place. And that becomes your little fox face and ears. So again, I'll show you that again. So once you made that fold so that it sticks up over the edge, you're just going to start to separate those pieces of paper. And that face is going to start to fold down. And you're going to want to press it into place. So it'll stay. And you have your fox face and your fox ears. We'll give you a minute to get caught up on that. All right, but now we need to help our little fox stand up because it's going to fall over if you try and stand it up right now. So we are going to make the tail. So I'm going to draw another line with my marker to show you how to make the fold for the tail. So you're going to fold the other side of that triangle right back over in front of the body. So it kind of wraps around the front. And that piece is what's going to help it to stand up. So again, just fold it right across that corner right across the front of the body. And that way when you set it down, your fox can stand. And that is actually the last fold. All we have to do now is do a little decorating. So I like to keep my decoration simple. I like to do some eyes, a nose, and some ears, but you can get as creative as you like with decorating your fox. So I'm going to do that now with my marker. So I drew my little face, a nose, a couple ears, but I know that some people like to get really creative and do different patterns. If you want to make another one, sometimes you can draw a pattern on your paper before you fold it and then see how that looks once it's all folded up and made. You can do some cool stuff. Like our other one has that fun polka dot paper. So there you have it. This is your very own Catalina Island Fox, and you can set it on your desk. And every time you see it, you can remember the amazing story of survival and recovery of our Catalina Island Fox. We want to thank you for hanging out with us, and be sure to stay tuned this morning and come back on Saturday at 10 o'clock. We have 3 awesome channels of programming for you all, and we will see you then. Bye, everybody.